Hello and welcome to SWEN. We got some great news coming up, so stay tuned. On November 11th, there will be a Quarter 1 Topper Privilege Pass assembly in the cafeteria. On November 13th, there will be a community forum event after school at 5 p.m. to discuss our community. Thanksgiving break begins on November 26th and ends on the 28th. That's all for news. Now time for a special Veterans Day interview.
So, Mr. Seeley, Veterans Day this week. How do you feel about it?
Love it. It's a great moment. It really gives me a lot of pride and the ability to look at what active and previous service members have done.
All right, I got about 4 questions for you. Which feelings would you describe as apt concerning your time within the military?
I look upon it with, I'm grateful for it. I made a decision when I was really young, at just 17, to join, and I made this decision for a lot of things. A lot of our students will go through of just not knowing what I want to go to college for, not knowing how to pay for college, and it helped me buy the time to make those decisions and eventually figured out that I wanted to teach history. So I enjoyed it for the most part. Not everything is awesome with it, but there were a lot of cool moments, and the best part about in the military is all the friends and cool people you meet along the way.
Interesting. Advice you would give to your younger self?
So this is also advice I'd offer to any student of mine right now too, but kind of like twofold. One, invest in yourself early, and that can be done in a variety of ways. So that can be like literally investing in putting your money away, which I think all of you need to do as soon as you're 18. Two, if there's a mistake I made in the military, it's that I don't think I did enough personal growth my last 3 years I was in. I was in like the dream spot for anybody. I was in Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii, for most of my last 3 years. And I just coasted, and I don't think I was hard enough on myself. I could have done a lot more to seek personal improvement, and I didn't, and maybe that was necessary after just following up with a deployment to Iraq. But if I look at I'm not good with wasted time, and I look at my own life as that was mostly wasted time, where I could have done a lot more for personal growth.
Interesting. What would you say is an important thing you learned from your time serving?
Well, there's a lot of different answers I could give here that are like the direct reason I'm teaching now. But I would say one of them, just from being in Iraq, beyond the wire, and dealing with a lot of, we dealt with Iraqis on a daily basis. I've said this to people before, but I worked in a hospital, and most of my patients were enemy prisoners of war. So it kind of really woke me up to just how fortunate we are, especially in New Hampshire here, where our lives are stable and we're fairly affluent, and we don't have a whole lot to worry about, to where we have the luxury of worrying about like politics and what's happening hundreds of miles away from us. That's a luxury, right? But people in a lot of other places in the world don't have that luxury of that. They have to worry about like where they're getting the next meal, or if their village is going to be under fire or something. And talking to a lot of Iraqis and knowing them like up close and personal made me realize just how fortunate I had it growing up in southern New Hampshire, in that a lot of us have it in America without ever really knowing otherwise. And I think if you've ever been to a developing country, you would notice that right away. Like for the most part, and I'm sure there are exceptions in our community, but for the most part, many of us don't need to worry about what we're eating for dinner that night, or if we're safe, or if our loved ones are safe. And that was not what I saw in Iraq, and I've never had to worry about that. So it kind of really woke me up to just how nice our lives are here.
And final question. If you could have handled anything differently, knowing what you know now, what would you do?
Well, as I said earlier, I would seek more personal growth for my last few years when I was in the Army. I would have sought ways to, I don't know, take college classes or stay in better shape or do various things when I was in Hawaii. So that's one. But if we're like unwinding time, I probably don't re-enlist. I liked my service, but I think looking back on it, I wish there are elements of me that are very thankful for where I'm at. There's others that wish I could have started college a few years earlier. Ultimately, where we are, and I don't think the whole obsessing over the path not taking is like a really healthy practice. So I'm very fortunate for my military time, in that I'm one of the ones that walked away, without too many issues with it. But I would just say always look to development, and I wish I heeded my own advice when I was in my early 20s.
Thank you for being on. Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah, thank you, Carter. Take care, guys.
Great job, Carter. Now time for Music Talk with Artie.
Hello, and welcome to Music Talk. On this past Friday, my band Spectre Moose and fellow Somersworth band Lightheaded Collective performed at the special Halloween assembly. Here's some of the highlights from that performance. As for upcoming local music events, my band Spectre Moose will be playing at the Rochester Opera House on Friday, November 28th. The first drama club production of the year, Somersworth Night Live, will be happening on December 12th and 13th. This is our yearly sketch comedy show, and this year it'll have an awesome Christmas theme. There will be 3 performances of this, one on Friday, December 12th at 7 p.m. and 2 on Saturday, December 13th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Be sure not to miss this for some great comedy and awesome musical guest performances. And lastly, Lightheaded Collective will be performing at the Press Room on December 13th from 12 to 2 p.m. That's it for Music Talk. Back to you, Gavin.
Great job, Artie. Now time for question with Riley and Liam.
Hello, everyone. My name is Riley, and I'm going to go around the school asking everyone their favorite video game. Without further ado, let's go! I'm here with Emily. Say what's up.
Hi, guys.
Alright, that was sick. So, what is your favorite video game?
Either Roblox or Minecraft.
Like Belacha right now. It's a fun game.
Valorant, Fortnite.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Madison?
Fortnite.
Battle Royale, I guess.
A Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Little Nightmares.
Garfield Kart.
Ghosts of Yotei and Ghosts of Tsushima.
My Todd and the Cat.
Alright, we've been asking the question of the week, or I have. Favorite video game, and I'd like to answer it for myself. I have 2 favorite video games. Pokemon Sword, I really like the characters Milo and Piers. And as for my second, I like Genshin Impact, because it's really fun and entertaining, and you get to explore a vast world. As for my favorite character, it has to be Beto. She's just a very awesome pirate character, and is really cool. That's it for Question of the Week. Thanks for watching. Back to you, Gavin.
Great segment, guys. Now here's Liam for sports.
Carter Lambert running up the middle for the first score of the game.
Awesome segment. Now to wrap up the show, here's Kane and Carter with recommendations.
I'm Kane.
And I'm Carter.
And this is recommendations. Alright, for a president, I'd recommend Ronald Reagan, because his name sounds cool and, overall, I think he was a very good president, did some good policies. That's just my opinion.
I'd recommend Richard Nixon for
Watergate!
Alright, for a drink, I recommend milk, because it helps with your bones and it makes you big and strong, not like coffee, which stunts your growth. I don't like coffee. Big coffee hater.
I like water.
Alright, for an amendment, I recommend the Fifth Amendment, because it can help you in, the eyes of... Because it can help you in the eyes of the law if you get detained and the police are asking you questions you don't want to answer, or if your lawyer isn't present yet, you can go, I plead the Fifth on grounds that it may incriminate me, and then you don't have to answer the question. But it makes you look more guilty.
I recommend the 13th Amendment because it kind of expanded on the Emancipation Proclamation and made it an official thing where the slaves were free. So I think that's pretty cool. Pretty sweet, pretty awesome.
Alright, for a game, I recommend Silk Song because, it's fast-paced, it's got a lot more challenges, it's a lot more challenging than the first game, which if you haven't played it, you should. It's called Hollow Knight. It's a little less challenging.
Please, B, I need this! My mom is kind of homeless.
But it's still a very fun game with a lot of different characters, and it's very big and cool, and it's awesome. And the art is very good.
A game I recommend is Dispatch, a choose-your-own-adventure game about superhero. Yeah, I like it. I like Bob. It's pretty cool. What about you, King?
I really like Sonar because he's voiced by Moist Critical, and I really like Moist Critical.
Me too.
Great job, guys. That's all for SWEN. Thanks for watching.